Hey, my name's Justin, and this is The Art of Repair. And today we're going to take a look at the brand new JC Home Button that's supposed to be restoring the back button feature of the 7 all the way through the 8 Plus. Alright, so as many of you know, there was a post this morning that kind of spread like wildfire. Pretty much every single Chinese rep out there was passing this through and, posting about it, sharing it, telling all their friends and taking those pre-orders. And I'll be honest, it seemed like a little bit of magic. So I did my magic, spent the entire day trying to get myself in this building I'm in right now, which is the JC building. Now, I know you know who they are. They make the JC Programmers. So they are definitely a well-known company. This is not something coming out of nowhere. But with that being said, there are some expectations and then there is some reality. And that's what we're going to talk about. This isn't going to be a long video. I just kind of want to give you guys an overview of this product and let you know, hey, maybe it is what you think it is. Maybe it's not what you think it is. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Please excuse the terrible echo in the audio, and please excuse the fact that I'm actually pulling a camera out into the shot right now, but this is really the best way to do this in the current circumstance. So let me go ahead and show it to you. They have left me in a room by myself with other prototypes for crazy stuff. They got this crazy new laser. Oh, it's literally, I'm touching it, but they'll let me see that next week. So anyway, let's take a look here on this other video. You can see here, it looks like a regular iPhone 7 home button. No big deal. Has a little JC logo on it and everything. But it is not what you think it is. And this is a prototype, so please don't judge the prototype like, too harshly. We can see it here. Alright, and we can see a momentary switch, which truthfully does give you back the home button functionality to at least go back. Okay, it does not give you back the Touch ID whatsoever, but we already knew that. But what we thought was that it worked through the capacitance. It does not. I will tell you right now, this does not work through the capacitance. It is a momentary switch. And again, this is a prototype, so please don't judge it too harshly on the way that it looks right now. But with that being said, that is not the deal breaker here. The deal breaker for me is that it requires soldering. And whenever I pulled out my test units, I brought 3 iPhone 7s and I was going to plug this into it and I was going to check it and I was going to test it and we were going to find out whether it worked or not. And they said, whoa, it's not going to work. And I said, why? And they said, you have to solder. It's just one jump point, but you got to solder. And I said, dude, that wasn't in the video. That was not what you guys showed us. And, we had a long talk. I sat down with some of the developers and, that's one of the reasons I want to be in China. I want to be at the front, okay? When something like this comes out, I promise you by the end of the day, I want to be at a table with them and I want to find out what this product is. I want to find out how it works and I want to find out if it's going to work for us. And if it's not going to work for us, how can we make it work for us? That's why I'm here today, okay? And again, we had a long talk, and right now this product, I don't believe, is the product that we thought it was. But I think it's going to be the product we want it to be. And what I mean by that is, I think that it's still going to have a momentary switch. I think that it is not going to work through capacitance, but I think that, based on the talks that I had with them, that they're going to find some way to make this work without soldering. Okay, I think that's very important to a lot of people, and I really wanted to get that across to them, and I think I did. So let's just go ahead and plug it in real quick. Let's take a look-see, and let's see how this thing works. Goes in just like any normal iPhone home button on the 7 and above series. It does have custom circuitry on the back. It does not look like any home button that you have ever seen. That is a fact. But I promised them that I would not show that in the video because they do not want anybody to copy it before they actually release it. I can understand that. Not a big deal. Let's get this bad boy on. And please don't flog me. I know I don't have my gloves today. I was literally on the subway and I'm like, doing my thing, listening to my music, and I was like, I left my gloves at the hotel room. So we're here without gloves today, so I do apologize for that. The little glass piece, they did assure me, and I did bring it up, don't you worry. I said, hey, is that glass gonna fall out? That looks pretty flimsy. And they said, dude, it's a prototype. Give us some slack. And I said, okay, I'll give you some slack, but just be sure to make sure it doesn't fall out on us. We can see it sitting right there. Super passcode 0000. And I'll be honest, there's really only so much I can demo with this because it's just a home button, but it does work. It has a very minimal click. It works on all different little fun stuff. I mean, you can take your screenshots, you can do all your stuff like that, but it does work. It does work. This is actually a version 2 product. You might be familiar with the version 1. You know, the one where you had to change the dock connector? Guess what? That also was JC. So, expectations versus reality. Expectation was that this home button was going to use capacitance, it was going to be magic, you wouldn't have to do anything extra, and it would work. Reality is that it has a momentary switch, just like the other one, and you do have to do some soldering. But, like I said, and let me reiterate, because these are some really cool guys, and I can tell when I talk to somebody whether they care about what they're doing. And these guys really do care about their stuff. And they were very adamant that they were going to work very hard to try and come out with some sort of workaround to allow you to just basically drop one of these bad boys in. And can we really ask for any more? You have the truth. They allowed me to come in. They took the whole thing apart in front of me. They let me take it apart in an empty room without them. I mean, I could have totally went to town on this thing. But really, what more can you ask for? An understanding company that wants to try and make it better. And, I asked them, I said, hey, how come we didn't do that from the beginning? And they just plainly looked at me like I was kind of ridiculous, like, what do you mean? And they basically said, everybody in China can solder. They didn't really think it was a big deal. And I explained to them, there are a lot of people out there that could benefit from this that don't know how to solder. And this is totally a barrier of entry. Like, people that can't solder, what are you going to do? Are you going to take a home button and send it off to get fixed? Or are you going to take the whole phone and send it off to have somebody solder real quick and put in a fake home button? And I was like, the answer is easy for me. When someone hands me those 2 options, I'm just going to fix the home button. You know what I mean? And yeah, so there you go. First look at the brand new JC home button I don't even know what to call it, but I'm just going to call it the JC home button version 2. But anyway, I really hope you liked the video. I hope you learned something today. I hope this was eye-opening in some regard. And if you liked it, leave that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Do that other thing where you go on over, hit the notification bell, and have a wonderful day. I just want to say I really appreciate Sven over here. The video would not have happened without his help. I asked so many people if they could help me today, and he's the only one that came through. We got some of the developers over here. We all had a good sit down. Everybody talked about some of the issues, just like we talked about in the video. They're going to work really hard, and they're going to try and get that stuff solved. And yeah, couldn't have done it without them. You guys have a good night.
Hey guys, if you're interested in any of the tools I use, check out the description below. I even have my own custom tools that I sell down there as well, that literally do not exist anywhere else on the planet, except from The Art of Repair. I also have a Patreon where you can help support the channel so I can create even better, high quality content.